Welcome back to Goodwood for round 3 of 5 in the Super Sprint Championship. It's a Thursday night showdown under the lights, with all 4 races taking place tonight.
That's right, Hal. 4 races, 12 minutes plus 1 lap each. A real test of strategy and consistency. Remember, this is race 9 of 20, so every point counts towards the overall championship.
Exactly, and with Mac McFarker sitting 3rd in the standings after 4 race wins already, he'll be one to watch tonight.
Definitely one to watch, carrying 30 kilograms of success ballast though, so it won't be easy for him.
And let's not forget Martin Moll, just behind McFarker in the standings, also carrying ballast. A real battle brewing in the pro class. So, a fascinating grid lineup for this one. Jimmy Lindo on pole, a great qualifying effort from him. Can he convert that into a strong race result?
He'll need to if he wants to climb up the AM class standings. He's currently outside the top 10 overall, which I know he'll be wanting to improve on.
And look at that, Martin Moll starting P2. Real opportunity for him to close the gap on McFarker in the championship.
Starting from the front row is such an advantage around this track. Back in my day, you could win a race just keeping your nose clean off a line. Let's hope he can get a good launch here to take advantage of the slipstream into turn 1.
McFarker right behind him in 3rd, though. With all that ballast, he'll be hoping for a clean start and to avoid any early skirmishes.
Absolutely, those first few laps are going to be crucial for him.
And further down the field, John Astrop all the way down in P14 after a difficult qualifying. He'll have his work cut out to make his way through the field tonight. And they're off. The lights go out and the cars surge forward.
Into turn 1, a great start from Lindo. Moll right behind, looking to make a move.
Astrop making up ground already, carving his way through the back of the grid.
Important for him to make up places early. Starting 14th is a tough ask, even on a track like Goodwood.
Robertson now, looking racy. Could be one to watch as the race develops.
He's got a history of late charges. If he can stay out of trouble, he could be a contender. Remember, he has won twice before.
Weller on a charge. He's picking off cars left and right.
Superb driving, made up 3 places in the blink of an eye.
Constable Berry loses the lead. Weller sweeps past.
That's going to hurt. He'll need to fight back quickly if he wants to stay in contention.
Astrop and Coxus, side by side. A real scrap for position.
They're swapping places every few seconds. Great, close racing.
Weller and Constable Berry, a real battle for the lead. They're trading places again and again.
This is fantastic stuff. Edge of your seat action here at Goodwood.
And now Moll joins the fight. 3 cars battling for position.
This could get messy.
Constable Berry gets squeezed, down to 3rd.
He needs to stay calm and pick his moment.
He's back in 2nd. What a fight back.
Great determination.
Astrop picks off Walters.
Slowly but surely making his way back up the field.
Constable Berry under pressure again. Weller and Moll right on his tail.
He's holding them off, for now.
Moll takes the checkered flag. A fantastic drive.
What a race. Weller and Constable Berry complete the podium, after a thrilling battle throughout.
A brilliant win for Martin Moll, extending his lead in the pro class. Tim Weller drove the wheels off his car to finish 2nd, a great result from P6 on the grid.
And let's not forget that incredible fight for position between Weller, Constable Berry and Moll. That was proper motor racing.
So, a significant shake-up in the standings after that last race. Martin Moll now sits 2nd overall, closing in on Fauvarg at the top.
A great drive from him, and a real statement of intent. He's clearly hungry for the title. Also, big moves from Weller and Constable Berry too. Those podium positions really boost their points tally.
An interesting grid for this one, a reverse grid format shaking things up a bit. Phil Bodkin on pole, a rare sight indeed.
He'll be hoping to hold on to the lead for as long as possible, but with the faster cars coming through from the back, it's going to be a tough ask. It's all about minimizing the damage in these reverse grids when you're at the sharp end.
Exactly, and look at that, championship contenders Moll and Weller starting down in P13 and P12 respectively. They'll have their work cut out to make it through the field.
They'll need to be patient and pick their moments. Overtaking can be tricky here, especially with the back markers in the mix.
McFarker a bit further up in P9, but still a long way from where he wants to be. Can he make up some ground and close in on Moll in the championship?
It's going to be a challenge, especially with the extra ballast he's carrying.
And they're away. The lights go out and it's Bodkin leading the pack into turn 1.
A clean start, but those faster cars at the back will be swarming all over him soon enough.
Mole wasting no time, already picking off Astrop, McFarker and Coxis. He's on a mission.
Although a brief setback, McFarquhar gets him right back. Mole's not going to have it all his own way.
Oh dear, a coming together between Lindo and Astrop, and Weller caught up in it as well. A real tangle of cars.
That's not what any of them needed, especially Lindo and Weller, who are battling to move up the AM class standings.
Lemrich takes the lead, Bodkin struggling to hold on.
The lighter cars really struggling at the front of the field.
Constable Berry into the barriers. And Wallstrom involved as well. That's a costly mistake.
Looks like Wallstrom turned in on him. The stewards will be taking a look at that. These reverse grid starts often lead to incidents in the early laps.
McFarker making moves, up to P7 now, slicing his way through the field.
He's showing real pace. Starting P9, he needed to if he wants a shot at the podium.
Bodkin continuing to fall down the order. Several cars taking advantage of his struggles.
He'll just want to bring it home safely now and collect what points he can.
Whitehouse gets past Weller, a good move for the AM driver.
He's having a great race, quietly picking his way up the order.
McFarker and Whitehouse now, battling for position.
Another close fight. These two are really going at it.
Walters loses another place, McFarker sweeps by. And now Weller gets in on the action, demoting Walters further.
Walters fading in the latter stages of this race.
Robertson wins it, a dominant display from the Pro-Am driver.
A fantastic drive from P2 on the grid, and Mole right behind him. A stunning recovery drive after starting way down in P13.
McFarker takes the final podium spot. A great result after starting 9th.
He really had to work for that one.
A surprise win for Rene Robertson, a great drive from him. But the story of the race has to be Martin Mole, carving his way through the field from 13th to finish 2nd.
And McFarquhar showing his championship credentials with a strong podium finish. The battle for the title is really hotting up.
Another race, another shift in the championship standings. Martin Mole now leads the championship, overtaking McFarquhar.
A remarkable turnaround. He's really making a statement this evening. McFarquhar will be looking to respond in this next race, though. Every point is crucial at this stage of the season.
So, an intriguing grid lineup for this penultimate race of the evening. Jimmy Lindo on pole, hoping to convert that into a strong points haul for the M class.
He needs a good result. He's currently mid-pack in the AM standings and will want to finish the night on a high.
The championship protagonists, McFarquhar and Mole, starting P2 and P3 respectively. Set up for another close battle between these two.
Absolutely. This is where championship battles are won and lost, right here at Goodwood.
And further down the field, Astrop starting P11. He'll need another charge through the field if he wants to keep his championship hopes alive.
He's shown he can make up places, but starting from that far back at this track is never an easy task.
And they're off. The lights extinguish and the field roars into Madgwick.
Lindo leads them away, but McFarquhar and Mole are right on his gearbox. This is going to be close.
Whitehouse and Stokes swapping places early on, a good battle developing there in the midfield.
Stokes just managing to retake the position. Important to assert dominance early on in these close battles.
Walters making up ground, getting past Whitehouse for P10.
He's got good pace.
Astrop holding steady for now. He needs a clean race after that earlier incident. Lindo and McFarquhar battling for the lead. A fantastic display of close racing.
Lindo briefly takes P1, but McFarquhar fights back. And now Coxis and Lemrich are right on them. This is anyone's race. Lindo falls to P5 now, a tough break after leading early.
Robertson and Bodkin picking off Weller. He's dropping down the order.
He's struggling for pace today.
Lindo gets past Lemrich. A good move, regaining some lost ground. Robertson passes Mole, and now Walters gets in on the action. Mole down to 8th.
He's had a few setbacks today. Can he recover?
Oh no, a collision between Coxus and McFarker. That could have huge championship implications.
A real disaster for both of them, but especially McFarquhar, who was leading the race.
Walters and now Mole past Robertson. He's falling back through the field now.
He's fading badly as we head into the closing stages of this race.
McFarker wins it, an incredible victory after that earlier incident. Coxus and Lindo complete the podium.
A champion's drive from McFarquhar, showing real resilience. A great result for Lindo too, taking a podium in the AM class.
A dramatic race. McFarker takes the win despite that clash with Coxus. A great recovery drive, but that incident could still have a major impact on the championship.
And a strong podium finish for Jimmy Lindo, boosting his AM class championship hopes. 9 races to go, and this championship is wide open.
McFarker extends his championship lead after that dramatic win, but Mole isn't far behind. This title fight is going down to the wire.
A great drive from McFarquhar, but he'll know he can't afford many more mistakes. Mole is relentless, and he'll be looking to capitalize on any slip-ups.
A reverse grid for this final race of the evening, which always throws up some interesting possibilities. Sten Wallstrom on pole, a great opportunity for him to grab some valuable points.
He'll need to make the most of it. Those faster cars will be coming through thick and fast. The key here is to avoid any early incidents and keep it clean.
Absolutely, and look at the back of the grid, the championship contenders, McFarker and Mole, starting P14 and P9 respectively. They'll have a lot of work to do.
A real test of their racecraft. They'll need to be patient, but aggressive when the opportunity arises. Goodwood can be a tricky track to overtake on, especially with backmarkers to contend with.
Definitely, this final race could be crucial in determining the overall championship standings. And they're off. The final race of the night is underway.
Wallstrom leads them away, but it's the drivers at the back we'll be watching closely. McFarquhar and Mole with it all to do.
Mole and Astrop already battling. Mole gets the initial advantage, but Astrop fights back. A great start from both of them. Now Mole back in front. He's wasting no time.
They're on the move early.
Robertson holding steady for now, but he'll be looking to make progress soon. Coxus picks off Walters. He's making his way up the order now. McFarker and Coxus trading places. A brief lead for McFarker, but Coxus reclaims the position. This could be a crucial battle in the championship.
Every position matters at this stage. These two know it.
Bodkin dropping back now. Coxus, McFarker, Stokes and Weller all getting past. He's having a tough race.
He's really struggling. He needs to find some pace if he wants to salvage any points from this race.
Now he falls to P7, as Weller sweeps past into turn 1. This reverse grid not working out well for him. Astrop and Weller get past Stokes. A double overtake promotes them both up the order.
Great move.
Walters gets by Lemridge, and then he and Weller both demote Coxus 2 places in the blink of an eye. A flurry of overtakes.
Fantastic racecraft.
Oh, a big incident. Constable Berry into the back of McFarker. That's going to hurt McFarker's championship hopes.
A disastrous moment for McFarquhar. He was making good progress through the field, and Constable Berry now tumbling down the order, losing multiple positions after that incident. He's now down to P12. What a mess.
The stewards will surely be looking at that incident. A penalty could be on the cards for Constable Berry. Weller gets past Coxus, grabbing another position. Robertson takes the checkered flag. A superb win from 7th on the grid. Mole crosses the line in 2nd, with Astrop right behind him in 3rd. A great battle between those two throughout the race.
A fantastic result for both of them, but especially Mol, who closes the gap on McFarquhar in the championship.
A thrilling end to the evening's racing. Robertson takes the win, but the big story is that incident between Constable Berry and McFarquhar. That could have a huge impact on the championship battle. Mol finishes P2 to close right in on McFarquhar's championship lead after McFarquhar was pushed down to finish outside of the points.
8 races to go, and this championship is far from over.
So, that's it from Goodwood tonight. A dramatic evening of racing, with plenty of twists and turns. Rene Robertson takes the win in the final race, but the championship battle is now closer than ever.
Absolutely. Mol takes the championship lead after those 4 races, capitalizing on McFarquhar's misfortune in that last race incident. Just 1 point separates them now at the top of the standings, setting up a thrilling finale to the season.
Remember at the start of the evening, McFarquhar was sitting comfortably in P3 overall. He had a strong start with a win and a podium, but that final race incident really cost him. Mol started the evening in P2 and now leads. A superb turnaround by him. Astrop is now up to 3rd overall in the standings, having started the evening down in 4th. That battle for the title looks set to go down to the wire.
It certainly does, and let's not forget the AM class, where Tim Weller has extended his lead with some consistent performances tonight. A great night of racing all around.